What's up, everyone? Coach Dave here, Mr. Defiance Training. Alright, let's get straight into it. Today's subject, wrist wraps. Where do I even start with this? It pisses me off when I see people wear these the wrong way. First of all, let's talk about why you would wear in the first place. Let's just say you're benching and you're working up to some decent weight. But right when you unrack it, instead of keeping your wrists straight like this, your hands start to bend backwards. Alright, first off, you should address that issue. Work on your forearm muscles, strengthen them up so that your hands don't do this in the first place, so that they stay upright. But even with all the amount of work, eventually you start getting the heavy weights. For example, if you're going for a PR of 315, eventually they might give in a little. That's when a little bit of extra supportive gear comes in. Think about it, it's called supportive gear. It's meant to support you, not be used as a band-aid to cover the underlying problem, which is the fact that this muscle is weak. That's why you're going back. Alright. So, when you do happen to use these, I always see people put them around not their wrists, but their forearms like that. They put it on excessively tight, but they put it on like they're putting on a watch. Look where it's at. Alright, do you see anything wrong with it? Do you see how much of my palm, my whole hand is exposed? I still have so much range of motion I can go through like this, because it's called a wrist wrap. Put it on top of your wrist, not your forearm. Easy fix. Instead of putting it down here, place it a little bit higher. So let's do this again. Now I'm actually covering my wrist. Okay, this way, you see how much of it is covering the back of my hand? You see how much higher up it is? Now it gives me a little bit more support. It's harder to push my hand backwards. This way, so that when the bar is in your hand, it makes it harder to go back. Your wrist has better support. Same thing with the other side. Let me put it on how most people would, just to give you an example of what I'm talking about, a better comparison. Alright, do you see the difference? Look at my hands are lined up directly next to each other. Do you see how one is higher than the other? That means this one I can go a lot farther back compared to this one. You see, it's not as much. Why? Because the wrist wrap is blocking me from going back. That's the point I'm trying to get at here. When you use wrist wraps for benching, put it on your actual fucking wrist. It's called a wrist wrap for a reason. Put it on your wrist. It's not a watch to be wearing around. If you wear it like this, they're giving you no purpose. Everyone, if you're going to be using supportive gear, first off, work on the underlying issue. For example, if you're wearing a weightlifting belt, if you have a weak core, first off, do some core work. Then afterwards, think about using the belt. If you're wearing wrist wraps, first off, fix this. Work on your forearm muscles. That way this doesn't happen in the first place. And only afterwards, if you really need it, then throw these on. If you need any more help with supportive gear, why you wear it, how you're supposed to wear it, comment down below. If you haven't already, follow me on Instagram. With that being said, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you all next time.